Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. Let's just go through BTC USD on the 1 day here. This is still in its overall price range. As you can see, the 200-day EMA acted as resistance twice here. Once on the bearish retest immediately after the dump on May 20th. And again, we saw another test of this range high on June 15th. Price broke down and tested the range lows for the first time here since initially making that first low. And what do we see? Right now, price is just within this range. I mean, it's very choppy overall. Price is still within the same range that it's been in for over a month now. And there's not a whole lot going on in terms of a large move. Personally, I still have the bias that price is going to go to 45 to 50,000. I've had this outlook for a few weeks now. I always said 45,000 or 50,000 or so before new lows. So for instance, like if price is going to go to like 20,000, I still think that it's going to go to like 45 first and then dump. If we just go straight to 20,000 or something like that from here, I would be pretty surprised myself. But never say never. I mean, I've played this last few months pretty poorly and had some bad ideas, so I'm not really sure. To me, this still looks like it's in its range. It still looks like consolidation, and it still looks okay overall to me personally. I think it's likely that we see something like this where we see move up to 45 or even possibly higher, and then just kind of chop around for the next few weeks or months. This is kind of like my overall idea on the macro, and it's very hard to tell what the macro is at this point too. There's a whole lot of possibilities that could happen. I mean, this certainly could go to like 20,000. I'm not saying it can't, but for me, these lows are still intact, and it's still within its range. In the short term, I do think that I am bullish up until 37K, and there's a few different setups you can take. I just recently posted this one on Twitter here. This is a setup that I'm currently eyeing. I'm not sure if I'll take it or not. Supply zone around 38K or so, along with the 4-hour or the 200 EMA on the 4-hour. This should have some confluence in terms of resistance area that potentially could come up next, and price I'm expecting should have maybe a short-term pullback when it reaches that point. But it's going to depend on how price gets there. If price kind of like continues to grind up and just slowly grinds up, then I'm probably not going to be taking this. But if it makes a big move up, like a big inefficient move up, then I'll most likely kind of observe the price action and then consider taking this short here. Still not really short on the macro sense. I mean, as I said before, I'm still expecting 45K in the next few weeks, and it's always funny seeing people on Twitter too say, oh, like, you know, you're bearish or bullish. I mean, bearish and bullish just depends on the context. Like, I could be bearish if it gets to this point, like within like the next few hours, but then I'm bullish like to 45K. And then after that, I'm even like bearish, like after it hits 45 to 50, I think it'll go down lower. So like, it just depends on the context that you're talking about. Do I think the bull market is over? Personally, I do not. I think that it's likely that we hit some sort of lower high at 45 to 50,000 and then chop around. But it's really going to depend on the reaction at higher levels if it gets to that point. You know, if it just goes straight to 20, then things look proper fucked, and that will not be good. But to me, this is kind of like my overall plan for the market. We are seeing maybe a potential break right here, and we'll see if price can actually break this region. I mean, it already wicked up into that area on the 23rd, and now it's having another go. So we'll see if this can break through this kind of supply zone around 35K. As I said, I'm bullish up until about 37 to 38K, and then after that, I'm not really sure what's going to happen after that. Of course, you know, a safer trade that you could take is just waiting for a break of 41. That is like the safest trade you could take, but again, there's no free lunch in crypto or trading or anything like that. So like, you know, if you wait for confirmation, then you'll give up some of your reward on your trade. And if you go too early, then obviously it's a lot riskier because maybe it could just break down like it has the previous few times. So you'll have to decide what you want to do in that regard. So overall, that's kind of my overall idea of Bitcoin as of right now. I'm still kind of cautiously bullish up to 38K, and then after that we'll see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on what I think for Bitcoin, and good luck.